welcome back to the channel and another episode of the Scooby-Doo show. So today is Sunday and the last episode for our current set of reactions for the Scooby-Doo show before next week when we do our next three. Like I said a long time ago, we're only going to do 3 per week this time, just to keep it nice and delicious, and so we have enough time to do other recordings and schoolwork and all that jazz. The last 2 episodes for Friday and Saturday, we rated a 4 and a 5 out of 10, so pretty low on our Scooby-Doo showness. I think I also might be just kind of falling off a little bit, need to take a little bit of a breather between episodes, record something else. But the twists were pretty fun between them, like the different kind of comedy moments and also who the villains were and things like that. But it just kind of a bum moments in between as well. We rated it a 5 out of 10, like I said. And this week, we'll be reacting to There's a Demon Shark in the Foggy Dark. It was released on November 25th, 1976. Actually, only 5 days after this episode, which is pretty interesting. It's going to be episode number 12 of this first season and series episode 61. So in this episode, the gang's day of water skiing comes to a halt when they get tangled up in a mystery involving missing pearls and a million-year-old shark monster. They always make them like stupid old on their monsters and stuff. And then any trivia for this episode: it originally aired on Thanksgiving morning as part of ABC's Thanksgiving Funshine Festival children's block for the 1976 to 77 season. And then the water chase ski scene with Scooby is the one that's in the series title montage. And another thing, this episode's plot is very similar to the Scooby-Doo Where Are You episode, Scooby's Night with a Frozen Fright. So it might be our first kind of homage, kind of reset, which is kind of interesting. So I think we're just going to get right into it. So there's the shark monster, yeah, already in the ice cube, so very, very similar already. But this one, he's already defrosting whenever the actual caveman and the cop looks the same as previous episodes as well. My cat's underneath my desk, so I'm constantly messing with him. And of course, it opened up by an invisible shadow. Love that good old-fashioned music. Oh my gosh.
That's Scooby for you. He even eats while he water skis. It sure was nice to hear Uncle Linus's boat. It's a beauty. Even has a radio.
I wonder if that's the same uncle we saw last episode. Also, it's a weird food episode, but they didn't tell us what it was. Oh, it's like one of those episodes where like basically locked room. How did that happen? And of course, there's a regular shark too. Yeah, so that's definitely regular Shaggy and Scooby sandwiches with like olives and all kinds of jazz. So I think we'll end up. Oh, there's from the montage, from the opening sequence. Nice, right there.
I have reason to believe that Professor Beaker, our biologist, brought it back to life.
Gotcha. So the professor brought it back to life. So there's the professor, Dreyfus, and another person, a lab assistant. So there's been a lot of suspects these past couple episodes. I love the way the ghost shark looks. He kind of looks like Lenny from Shark Tale. Oh, he kind of reminds me of Ebenezer Crane. He just has it just behind a curtain in his full ice cube. No wonder it melts. Yeah, Professor Beaker, Wells. Oh, of course it's melting again. They're just sitting there. It must be somebody wearing a scuba tank by being inside the aquarium like that. We have a night watchman.
That's right. What are you doing here?
Mr. Wells, okay, not a night watchman.
You mean you've seen him?
Twice.
So 3 suspects.
What? A secret drawer.
Yes.
I feel like Wells appeared too quickly to be the shark monster.
Mr. Wells. Maybe later you can show us more of your work.
Right now, we better keep looking for the Book of Spells.
Well, don't like that. It's been a few back and forth with Scooby-Doo of either whenever they laugh, they're either a misdirect or they laugh and they're the evil one, like last episode when they laughed and he was evil. So that's a weird food item, but they're not telling us what it is. I could probably guess, but it doesn't seem like something that is any really different from, you know, the sardine sandwiches that we already have on the list. That's usually pretty much the main one in Where Are You? So I think they're just rehashing that. And I think Dreyfus was talked to too early, and I don't think Professor Beaker's really interested. So I think it must be Mr. Wells. So Dreyfus is leaving his office, and they're going in. Okay, so they do kind of suspect him as well. Gotcha. Yeah, why does the Aqualand director have it with the shipping order and stuff?
Something tells me that Mr. Dreyfus will bear watching.
Come on, let's find Shaggy.
Okay, so they're gonna hide the pearls in the oysters, and that's why they're suspecting the manager, because he was the one that had unfettered access to that kind of thing. That book is not gonna work, man. Come on, Shaggy. So those oysters are definitely gonna have pearls in them because they already established it. Yeah, he caught one of the pearls in his bag, so. Yep. He's gonna have the pearls.
Secret spells of gastronomy. You really hit the jackpot, Shaggy. Listen to this spell. Boil spaghetti for 10 minutes, add anchovies, clam sauce, tomatoes, and onions, and simmer over low heat.
All right, it's not a weird food item, but I just added it to my list because that would be fun to try.
He's running on his hind legs. He'll never get...
On his, yeah, right into the freaking marshmallow kind of style. And of course, he popped it. Nice, that works. So they're going right into the water. That's the shark's domain.
We trapped the demon shark.
No, I guess that works, using the heavy net at the end there. Cool. Of course. It opened up perfectly. Yeah, because they're technically fake oysters, so it would make sense that they would open up so easily where you wouldn't have to shuck them.
It's him, all right.
Yep,
Mr.
Wells.
But Wells used this costume to pose as the demon shark to make it seem that it had been brought back to life. While he was in India dredging up the demon, Wells read about the jewel shipment and arranged for the demon to be shipped on the same
Yep,
plane.
yep.
And making him construct a secret hiding place.
Oh, he was under. Okay, that makes more sense. I was wondering about
He
that.
sneaked out, snatched the pearls, and dug back in.
Wells had hidden the pearls inside some frozen oysters from Sam's fish market, and then he put them in the tank with the live oysters, intending to ship them out of the state to another aqua land in Florida, where he could pick them up later.
But like Mr.
Yeah.
Dreyfus wouldn't permit the shipment, so he tried to scare him away with the demon shark costume.
So why wouldn't he permit the shipment?
And authorized the oyster shipment
Seems
himself.
kind of random.
Then all that searching you did was a waste of time. Right on. Wells was just trying to confuse everyone.
A kind of random, like, plot-wise reasons of, like, why certain things didn't work, of, like, why he would refuse the shipment. The professor was rightfully kind of annoyed with the kids. And Fred's like, yeah, I know, we were wrong. So that was kind of fun about that. Overall, pretty average again. I didn't like that the villain didn't talk at all. But it makes sense because he's a shark. But I feel like last episode was a little bit more fun. So I think actually I'm gonna pump up last episode just because I liked everything on it. I think I'm gonna bump up last episode to a 5.5, and I think I'm gonna put this episode at a 5. Just looking back on things. Of course, ratings will change again whenever I get to actually kind of finalizing some stuff, like doing like a top 20 list or something like that. So might be different. But it's also a rehash of the caveman episode. And I think that episode, what did I rate it? A 4 out of 10. So very kind of similar style. I think I like the shark one a little bit more, which is why I rated it a 5 out of 10. But I feel like overall just another average one, really. I'm having fun so far with the Scooby-Doo show, definitely. But this brings down the average after these 3 episodes, brings it down to a 6. Started off this week at a 6.32, but it's slowly going down to a 6 right now. But it's still fun. It's still my favorite so far, my favorite season. Just these last 3 have been a bit weak. But the first 9 were great. So hopefully the last 4 episodes will really bring it back and really make it fun. We'll see how it goes as we go, of course. And then we wrote down a menu item. It's a regular kind of clam dish, but I thought it would be fun. So boil spaghetti for 10 minutes. And then add anchovies, clam sauce, tomatoes, and onions, and simmer over low heat. It was a regular clam sauce recipe. Just thought it would be fun to write it down. Just have it as kind of like another one, because we, so far for a subscriber special, haven't decided yet how many subscribers we're going to do it for, but because the original one was going to be like 100, but a lot of weird food items to go through. So we have about 15 food items so far. So it just keeps it nice and fun having it. And then those sandwiches that they did, those sandwiches we've done before. So we just not really going to write it down. And no property damage for this week, pretty much at all. And no Scooby snacks eaten. So keeps it kind of simple near the end here. As we get into next week, where we'll be reacting to episodes 13, 14, and 15. And then the week after that will be episode 16, and then the first 2 of season 2. So we're making our way through the Scooby-Doo show. I'm having a lot of fun with it. See you next week for the next 3 episodes. Thank you everyone for watching.